Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. This is the Nogat Mahn show. Today we are out here at Alibi with the boys.
Hey everybody, this is Chad, aka Shop 23. We're here live at Alibi, and we have some very exciting guests for tonight's podcast.
Without further ado, you know how it's going. We're back with the Kick Entertainment guys. They're doing another team party, and it's the Coco Beats on what's the date again, guys?
It's the 22nd.
22nd of October. Yes. If you are here, you know how it went. It was a good time. So, without further ado, we have two important guests here with us today. You know who it is. I know who it is. Let's just go to them. They're going to tell them a little bit about themselves. Here we go. Yeah, you first, I guess.
All right.
To my left.
Yo, my name is DJ Dirty Fingerz. That's my stage name. My real name is Brendan Chan. I'm 32 years young, from parentage New Ireland. My dad's from New Ireland, Australian. My mom is Central Mullumbay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Music.
My stage name is O-Four. For those that don't know me, my real name is Philip Roy Chan. I am of a mixed parentage of East New Britain, Kerma, and Chinese. But I was raised in Western Britain, so I identify more with the West. Basically.
Yeah. What an honor. 3 Chans.
3 Chans.
But
It's
I'm
a
not from
family
China
reunion.
at all. So
Yeah.
I'm questioning my parentage now.
It's Chancastic.
I see what you did there.
The energy.
Anyway, we're gonna get straight into it. So, gentlemen, tell us. I guess we'll start with Chen 1, Chen 2, and Chen 3, right?
Okay.
So Chen 2.
But they're more famous for me. I don't get it.
What got you into music, and why did you start?
Basically, music was it's cliche, but music was always my escape as a kid. I'm not gifted musically. I can't play any instrument to save my own life, but it was just pure passion that just drove me, basically. Just passion and hard work, and yeah, here we are today.
How long ago was that?
Bro, I was pushing 20 years now.
Yo, that's a long time.
Yo, that's a long time. 20 years?
Yeah,
Damn. That's a long time.
yeah.
What about you, man?
How I got into music?
Yeah.
I think I owe that to my parents. I don't know, as most of you are probably aware, like the way it was on typical Papua New Guinea households are. Just on weekends, cleaning up, there's always music playing. So my dad had a habit of always playing, all his oldies, especially from the 60s and 70s growing up. So I guess I got into music. My love of music grew from just listening to stuff that he used to listen to mainly. Yeah. So and then with the local side of things, the local side of music I owe that to my mom, because her cousin brother is Basil Greg.
Okay.
Basil, yeah.
Interesting. It's a family.
I don't really mention it to most people, but since a lot of people have sort of heard it because they know my mom and they know obviously the legend Basil Greg. So for those that do know them, when they do ask, I confirm it. And from my dad's side, is Sir George Telek. So he's my dad's first cousin. So I guess I had two.
It's family.
You're a lawyer.
Yes, I'm a lawyer by
Little fun
profession.
fact.
Yeah.
That's a fun
Fun
fact.
fact.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
So how
Sounds very
did you,
useful.
Why did you make
very
this
useful.
change? I mean,
The change, but it's very useful.
Very useful.
Yeah, it comes in handy every now and then. The change.
sometimes things just work out.
The change, I think I owe that to. I don't owe it. I would say that I think I maybe have my second year into working after passing the bar in 2011. Even though I do enjoy it, it wasn't my passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to do something that I really enjoy. It really wasn't about the money. But obviously people thought I was crazy putting aside law and taking up music, because everyone knows, the sad reality of the industry here in PNG is there's not much of an industry at all, So it was never about the money. It was never about finance or the glitz and the glamour, all that sort of stuff that people talk about there. So it was just something that I enjoyed doing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brandon, and you as well, like you've started the whole, from the club scene. And I think, for me personally, I think that you've influenced a lot of now like DJs who are coming up. I think you've been there from the very beginning, if I'm correct to say.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started, DJing wasn't even considered. It was just like you walk nothing in a club there, like it wasn't even. So I made it my personal goal to like actually try to change that, you know. So like, yeah, long story short, basically that's what I wanted to do. I can go on and on, honestly.
Yeah. It's good that he stopped himself.
No, but tell us a little bit, like, what was the first club that you started on?
Pom CC.
Pom CC.
Now, yeah.
I don't think I'm familiar with it.
Bro, it's Pentagon now.
Oh, Pentagon.
Yeah, now Pentagon, yeah.
Right, okay.
We went from Pom CC to Laguna to now Pentagon.
Actually, Cathay Club first.
Cathay Club,
Cathay
Pom
Club.
CC.
OGs.
Right.
Cathay Club,
The
Pom
arcade
CC.
machines. And
Because back then, and I'm going to give credit where credit is due, because you're probably one of the first people, or PNG DJs, to go and play overseas.
Thank you,
I'm not
thank
mistaken to say that, right?
you. Yeah.
Because I remember I was in Leh when I saw an article on you on a newspaper that said PNG DJ, and I was like, wow, there's people being actual DJs that are putting PNG on the map by performing.
I think the guy before, that one before me was Ruth from Kick and Timber, her elder brother, AK-47.
AK-47, yes.
Oh, AK-47, yes.
But yeah, I mean, it was fun touring Australia. I toured Australia, I toured Solomon Islands. All from, I wasn't even going to take part in the competition that I won, to be honest. I was in Alatau. I was spending time with my grandmother, and my dad registered me in the comp, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. And then he forced me, so he flew me back to Mosby, and I took part, and then
Lo and
the rest
behold.
is history.
The rest is history. You went out.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So what are one of the struggles that you went through to get from just being a DJ to where you are now?
Especially like criticism. Like,
The whole.
Like now,
yeah.
like I think now everybody praises you and like there, but like when you started off, it's always difficult when you start off.
Yeah, it's the whole music the white man.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, but we stuck to our guns, and I kind of took a step back, and I tried to still continue to rap, but incorporate like some little bit of local flavor into it, and then it worked.
Yeah.
And we made Yo Mind You, and then after that everything just seemed to flow. Yeah.
To the rhythm and everything sort of found its place.
Yeah, everything's found its place. Yeah.
All in its timing, you know?
A fun story, like Yo Mind You, I had no idea. I mean, we never met before. We never met Sai, Tavin, everybody that was on that track. Like we did not know each other personally.
Ooh, okay.
He messaged me one afternoon. He's like, "Oh, I'm taking Tavin to PNG FM to
Drop off some songs.
You wanna come for a ride?" I was like, "Fuck." Sorry.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, sure, bro.
okay.
Say fuck all you want.
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck, shit. I get to get on with Tavin and O-Four. Like, okay, let's go." So we
that
got there, and then
reaction is
Psyche walks out. He just dropped off a song, and then DJ Oslam and Shuki walk out at the same time.
Yes.
And then so I sat there and I was like, "Okay, guys, I got a gig in Kokopo in 2 weeks' time. I'll buy some pizza and some drinks. Can we make a song together?" I was like, "Okay, yeah." And then literally like 2 hours later, we finished. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how life sort of aligned itself towards you.
Honestly,
you know?
honestly.
Like when you take a step in the right direction, everything sort of, it's like
Falls
the
into
domino
place, yeah,
effect, you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing it for the right reasons, then things will fall into place for you.
Yeah.
Totally
I think
agree
the
with
main point is like you're clear about what you want to achieve,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
you stick to it.
If you have that vision, stick to it.
So what's one of the motivating factors for you to, because like PNG, I mean, social media now and everything, like there's a lot of negative feedback and people always have their opinions, but what motivates
Tell
you
us about it, man.
to keep going, you know?
Me right now, at this point in time, is my little girl, my daughter. So she's the one that's pushing me to be better, to get better, to further my craft, to get better at my craft, and just to be a better Dirty Fingerz, basically.
That's awesome.
I'd have to say the same as well, because before I actually ventured into music, when I was still in, I think it was my first year into working as a lawyer, I had my first child. Yeah, so by the time that I did venture into music, I had my second child. So it's always been my kids. Yeah, it's always been my kids.
Even in the more like the starts of each of your careers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Funny thing is like, I mean, he was a daddy before all of us, so. And we used to always pester him, so let's go. He's like, no, I have to sort out my kids. We're like, they'll be there tomorrow, let's go. And now I'm that guy.
You don't know until you like experience it. But it's great. But I think like now, like what you guys are doing, it just gives people so many options. I think like everybody grows up traditionally with the go to school, go to uni, get a job. Like that's the main thing. And the fact that I think that's what we're doing on the podcast as well, is just featuring people who are just doing different things. And by you succeeding, no matter how long or how hard it's been, it's just you, at least a level of success. It gives people, like it opens people's minds, especially the youth of today. It's like, oh, you can, if there's a way, you can find a way how to make it work for you.
Basically, yes.
Facts, definitely.
I mean, like, part of my success too, I'd like to give credit to my dad. My dad he's always been a supporter for me since day one. Like, my grandfather is a traditional Chinaman, you know. We had a family business. All the eldest boys have to run their family business. I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, that's not me. Like, and my dad supported it. He's like, son, if you want to do this, then make sure you do it right.
And that's all you need. You just need one person to be like, just go try.
You need someone to believe in you, like, especially someone that matters on.
Yeah. So then, like, my dad gave me the green light. I just put my head down and I started working. Yeah.
What are some of like what would you say like your mindset towards music has it changed from when you started to now?
It's changed a lot. I feel like it's changed a lot. Especially like people's mindsets have changed. Like once upon a time we'd drop an R&B single and then everybody would be like, oh, you're going to white man or this like and now it's just like, you know, people are vibing to it.
People are accepting towards a new kind of music that you're doing. Man, I guess it comes down to like you know, with the technology and everything, people are more open to like international music and
you know,
sort of like
exactly. Like the world is evolving. You got to get with the times, man. Like whether you like it or not, it's good to be old-fashioned, but at least have that mentality where you know you have to be open-minded, think ahead, think big. You know.
I mean, like, don't get us wrong. Like we're making this X type of music, but then we still have our roots, and we still, you know, all papa belum to stop, no, Orlando campus, like we still respect them, you know.
I think that's very key, you know, honoring because like you're never, you're not successful people without like those who have come before you. They've paved the way.
Paved the way, exactly.
And then now, like going forward, you guys are going to be paving the way for the next generation of musicians and all.
Like we are able to do this because of what they did. Exactly, basically.
Definitely. So, like, that's a good segue to the next thing, which is what music do you listen to?
And what influences?
Yeah, what influences your type of music?
Like I'll give you an example. Like, for example, like for tonight, for this Cocoa Beats party, the person who's in charge of sound is a legend in his own right. Not many people know, but that's Patidoya, Potts, man. That he's going to be sitting behind the sound panel tonight.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. The king of Pacific music, man. Wow. Like I admire him so much because that's how humble he is. That's who he is, man. Like
that he can just take a back seat and be like,
exactly. Like regardless of who he is and what he's accomplished, he still can do that to us. Like Mito Line come now, he can still do that, and that's why I respect him and admire him so much.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
We're vibing. So what are your expectations? What are we expecting for tonight?
Well, a lot of energy. Best of both worlds. You got DJs, you got live music. Everything in one. Everything in one.
This is gonna be a fusion of everything. So,
like, what are your thoughts on the overall party? I mean, I know you've been here and you started with them. But like, you also.
Yeah. I've been a part of a couple so far.
How do you find it? Like, is it?
Oh, it's definitely it's what I can say now that its reputation precedes itself.
Yeah.
It's built a really, really good reputation. I think the names, anything sponsored by Kick or anything hosted by Kick, basically speaks for itself now.
It sells itself.
Yeah,
it sells
does.
itself. So. It's like a whole
standard now.
Yeah,
yes,
it is.
That everybody has to meet.
Exactly, man. So you say, Kick's throwing a party. Say less. Say that's right.
You know it's gonna.
Say less. I'm be there. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, you know it's gonna ban. If you don't come, then you're stupid. Boring.
Okay, so everybody knows like your music, your music career. Your followers know about you. What's one thing that most people don't know about you that you want to share with us today?
You go first.
Bro, that's deep.
Yeah, it is,
Hey.
man.
Yeah, that's how we roll, yo. That's how we roll.
Put us on the
We trick
spotlight,
you with
man.
the surface stuff and then.
Oh, shucks.
What is something that I'm not a snob. I'm not a snob. But I just have a really like when I'm out in public, I don't like attention when I'm out in public. Only when I'm on stage then it's like a switch flips in my head and I enjoy the attention. But when I'm not on stage then like I don't like the attention at all. Like we mentioned earlier, like we're doing this because we actually love music. We're not doing this for the money or for the fame or whatever. Like we're just doing it because we love music. So yeah, like when I'm not on stage, I'm just a different like person altogether.
I'm pretty much the same. I know it may sound really, really weird and probably most won't believe it, but I'm really, really shy in person. Like I will find it really uncomfortable to perform in front of one person. Like I will freeze. Yeah. If you give me a crowd, then that's fine. But you total sing I'm Mahn, tu Mahn. And mommy had. Like I will freeze. My knees will start shaking. Yeah. So that's I don't know why it's just like that.
What's your worst crowd experience?
Back when I was starting off, well, for me it was in Kimber. This was maybe 2013. It was one of our first shows.
Early days.
Yeah, early days. I had done like a lot of karaoke before then, but that was like, this was actually performing like my own content.
Okay.
So I think I performed straight for about an hour with no one at all. Because everyone was just doing their own thing at the bar. I didn't stop, man. I just kept on going.
Push through it.
Just push through.
Show must go on.
Yeah, show must go on, exactly.
No, but like, what did you learn from it? What was the experience?
It was humbling. Like even now to think about like every time I perform, or doesn't matter what gig I do now, where I perform, I always, as soon as I step on any stage, I automatically just get brought back to that moment. So it's just, I guess, to remain humble,
Yeah.
Like everyone has a beginning. You always, it always starts with that first step. If you don't take that first step, you're not gonna get anywhere.
Sure.
So that's basically what I learned from that.
What would be your advice to all the up and comers that are coming up in the music industry? Or even your comment on the current scene at the moment?
Just to believe in yourself, basically. Do not give up. I mean, if you really, really want to do something, then there's nothing, your only limit is yourself in your own mind. And if you're going to let someone else and someone else's limits or someone else's words or whatever they say, whatever they try to do stop you, then you obviously, like what Brendan was saying, you got to be in it for the right reasons, So if you're in it for the wrong reasons, then you're going to let other factors, obviously hinder you from what you're trying to achieve. So I guess it just comes down to believing in yourself. If you're a Christian, I'm a proud Christian, so I put my faith in God. I ultimate trust in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I put Him first before everything I do, and just believe it. Just have heart, Just have heart in whatever you do. Put heart into it. Yeah.
True. Brendan?
Basically what O-Four said, just do it for the right reasons. If you do it for the right reasons, honestly, trust me, Nogat was stopping you. But you got us all. Believe it, it's what he said.
Everything falls into place.
Yeah, I mean, don't listen to the naysayers. There's no right or wrong way to make music. There's no right or wrong way to make music. Make music.
Exactly.
And keep going. Fetty Wap made Trap Queen and he blew up, 7 years later?
Exactly.
He promoted the same song for 7 years. Nobody was listening to it. He believed in himself.
Yeah.
He's broke now, but he had money.
The point is, he made it.
The point is, he made the song.
That's another issue, but the point is,
Okay, real quick before we sum up. Top 5 PNG artists in no particular order. In no order. I don't wanna throw anyone under the bus.
Like that, man.
So in no order, top 5.
Okay, Brendan, you go first.
Bro.
By the way, you watching? This is not like this is number 1, you're number 1. This is number 2, you're number 2. No.
Like this is
just a list.
PNG, like
Yes.
since music come up with PNG coming up now.
Yeah, man. Your top 5.
days.
Your top 5.
Only
what is
5.
your personal,
Yeah, your personal top 5.
your personal favorites? 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's 2 minute account, man. these are all our peers as well. So
Bro.
I don't want to say, hey, I don't need to call a name him.
George Kali, rest in peace.
Oh, this is like then and now, right? Like,
Yeah, of all time.
that just makes it even harder, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Thoughts. I thought you guys
Okay,
meant like.
I'm gonna go old new.
Okay.
Okay, the late George Kali, Laku Mike, Pops LK na Pops from Tupla and one plus finger.
That's fair.
And right now the two boys that I've been mentoring, Ragan and Zaran.
Cool.
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah,
how
I've
they
seen you
would-
mentoring a few artists. How's
Yeah.
that? Tell us a little bit about that.
He's just buying you time.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you, let me think.
Basically, we tried to open the Lapun Man. Coming up as a new artist, like we had struggles, like we didn't have this equipment, or we didn't have this, or we didn't have that, and I'd reach out to some of the senior artists at the time, and like Nogat Man to help, and I knew how hard it was.
True.
So like I just didn't want like awesome I don't want to Bamito want him hold back this talent. Like if I can bring it out, then you know I'll do my best to bring it out. You know, I'll do my best to promote it. So yeah, that's basically my mindset on.
Yeah, what about you? You think about mentoring or doing any type of-
Yeah, I've mentored a few.
Because you are, a judge at Vocal Fusion and
Was a
yeah,
judge,
well,
yeah,
was.
yeah.
I heard about that. Are we
Yeah.
allowed to talk about it?
Yeah,
or-
sure, no worries.
Okay.
My good brother, Nathan Nakus. how you talk to him?
yeah.
So he's just as good.
My number 6.
Just add it to his list.
It was all new to him because I know him personally. I'm good at Barata Blamitu, so he found his footing along the way, and now he's because he's never been. He was a guest judge on a show a couple of times in the past
Yeah.
few seasons, but was never actually on it full timer. So to have to be in front of the camera every week, so it took him a while to get used to, but he slowly found his footing, and he did a really good job this year, I reckon. So I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, he did.
I've actually never watched an episode,
Yeah.
so I would not comment on this.
All good. Everyone has their opinions on the show, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your top five?
Oh,
Trying to escape.
See, I'm
Hey,
taking
no,
over
no,
the
no.
show.
Oh, crap.
Come on.
Let me think. I'm gonna make it like really. I'm gonna get 2 from Tupla Olsinia, Tupla Bonao, and I'm gonna throw in a female artist.
And that's how they value like every artist because they just don't
Yes.
want to put.
I don't wanna.
everybody.
Yeah, actually, exactly.
While he thinks,
Too much respect.
comment below top 5 artists.
Let's go.
Okay. In no particular order, one of them would have to be Kanamanet, George Telek. Yeah, he was a big influence on me growing up as well. Not only because he's a family member, but we all looked up to him.
He's a
growing up.
legend, bro.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
The legend, Leonard Kanye, LK, obviously, I want to say the same, it's Junior Copex, LK, those pioneers of Tolai Rocker. I want to put them
They all come under the same umbrella,
If it's possible, can I put them under one finger?
He did that. Good.
Okay, currently, favorite
Dirty
local
Fingerz.
artist.
Dirty Fingerz.
It's actually someone that he worked with. I really admire him. I haven't worked with him yet. I've met him, I think, once. Tonton Malale. I really admire him. I admire a lot of the work he's doing now. He's really, really talented. Because I understand that he produces as well. So,
Okay.
He's a producer.
Yeah, he makes his own music.
Does his own music, writes his own stuff, and he's a good vocalist. So
Wow.
he's someone that I admire a lot, especially in terms of the upcoming talents that we have in the country. And again, I want to put Joran and Ragasia in the one finger, so they can come in as the fourth, not
This
in that
finger.
order.
This finger.
And for my last one, I want to put Miriani and Daniel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Admire Tutula System Limited, and I really admire what they're doing to, especially aspiring female artists in the country. I really admire them. Shout out to you guys.
Know me?
You title.
All right.
Anyway, thanks a lot, guys.
worries, man.
So we're gonna do a quick one. Shout out to the Kick guys. We're gonna have a glance. This is obviously post-production, but we're gonna do some quick glance and see how the party is going. We asked a few people how the party was tonight, and this was their reaction. Cue video. Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Good.
Name?
Florida, my name's Florida.
Like the state.
Like the state,
USA.
Yeah.
How's things so far?
Things as in here, or things generally so far.
Tonight.
Oh, tonight, well, it's lit up. It's totally different. I think for Mosby it's hot outside, but it's good to have a lot of people here. You know, COVID did put a stop to a lot of things, but then it's good to see a lot of people come out here, enjoy themselves. It's airy. Alibi is a very nice place to come and hang out, as well as Hilton Port Moresby. So just keep an eye out. The next party might be at Hilton Port Moresby, so come and check us out. This is all about promotion, so I might as well talk about Hilton.
What's your name, bro? Mark.
Yep.
Mark, how's it so far?
Sorry?
How's the party so far?
Oh, good. Sweet. Yeah.
Is this your first one?
No. It's probably my fifth, sixth.
Ah, good to see you. Nice. How's it? Did you bring your friends with you or is it?
We all family, friends here.
Alright, cool. Nice. Appreciate your time, man.
So, like,
you have a good night.
how you finding the night?
It's alright. We're always happy to come out and support our brothers from Solomon Islands. I'm obviously married to a Solomon Islander, so for me it's very special to come and see Chara Local and the boys out here performing. Also our PNG brothers, O-Four and the guys performing as well, so yeah. It's good night. I'm with you all the way. How are you finding the party so far? The party's lit, bro.
I don't remember half the girls that said hi to me so far. I'm keeping it sane at the moment, so you know. But you know, you're my inspiration, so
I appreciate
I don't care about the girls, you're my inspiration.
Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. What's your name?
Oxy.
Oxy.
You can follow me all of the koala on Instagram.
Oh, okay. You heard it first, yeah. Alright, man. Appreciate you. Enjoy the party.
Oh my God, everything is so good. So good.
Hype.
Alright, so to wrap up, I'm gonna ask you, what would be one message you would say to the world
To the world.
if it was given to you that opportunity? Which
More like we're giving you this
we're giving
opportunity.
you this opportunity.
Picture yourself on like the podium at
Yeah,
the
on the
Oscars.
podium.
At the
I
Oscars.
I can't do graphics, but
Yeah.
I'll try.
You're receiving your award at the Oscars. This is your chance to
Bro,
address the whole world.
okay, Philip, go first.
I think I said what I would have said.
No, okay, say it.
Okay. If I had a chance to, say something to the world and like give my advice or message, believe in God mainly first and foremost. There is a God and He loves you. Put your faith in Him. Put Him first in everything you do, and I guarantee you that you will experience true peace and love. Love dearly, especially hold close the ones who are dear to you. The ones who you love, make sure you tell them every day that you love them. Life is short, do not hold back, and just live your life and enjoy it to the fullest.
Bro,
Standing now.
It's from the top of my head, bro. It's the first thing I thought
There
of.
was,
Alright.
are you sure you didn't? Like, you didn't write it down or something? Like, I
Okay.
felt that one. That was like.
Let's go.
Sorry, you go.
I don't know what to say. Yo, Broncos will win. Broncos will win next year. Shout out New Guinea Ice.
That's what they've been saying.
Done. Alright, that's it from us.
They
Thanks,
really
guys.
wrecked the
Catch you on the
statue
next
in your
one.
honor.
You call it Broncos son, or you claim that own it?
You win.
Alright, boys. Yeah, get a picture, please.